if you don't understand it, you could ask.
We're celebrating a year of learning Hilchot Tefillin. My dear grandchildren, tonight is a very special evening for me. Actually, today is a special day. For an entire year, once every month, 6 of you and your Sabba sat together and learned Hilchot Tefillin. When we started, the goal seemed simple: to prepare you for your bar mitzvah so that you would know how to put on tefillin properly. When each of you were born, I was zocher to buy you tefillin, and I wanted you to treasure them, treat them correctly, and be attached to the mitzvah of tefillin. And what came out of our learning was even bigger than I hoped. We didn't just learn how to put on tefillin. We learned about the meaning of a mitzvah. We learned that behind 2 small black boxes and leather straps, there is an entire world of kedusha, of holiness, responsibility, tradition, and connection. A connection between a Jew and Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And connection between generations. Think about how incredible that is. The tefillin you wear today, and the ones that you younger ones will wear soon, are the same tefillin that Jewish men have worn for thousands of years. Your great-grandfathers learned these halachot. I learned them, your fathers learned them, and now it is your turn. One day, with Hashem's help, you will be grandfathers yourselves. And I hope that you will bring together your grandchildren, and I hope that you'll need a very big table, Be'ezrat Hashem, and say, when I was a boy, my grandfather sat with me and taught me the halachot of tefillin. And I promise you one thing. If your grandchildren are as clever as you are, they will probably ask you questions that you will have to work hard to answer. During this year, I discovered something amazing. I thought I had 6 students, but I really had 6 teachers. Sometimes you ask questions that made me think. Sometimes you made me look for an answer. And sometimes I think you were just checking to see whether Sabba really knew what he was teaching you. That is one of the beautiful things about Torah learning. You are never too old to keep learning, and you are never too young to begin. Boys, in addition to all the laws and details of tefillin, remember, tefillin are placed on our head and arm, על הראש והיד. Among other things, to dedicate both our thoughts and our actions to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The tefillin on the arm remind us that it isn't enough to know what is right. We have to do what is right. And the tefillin on the head remind us that before we act, we should think. That, my dear grandchildren, may be one of the most important lessons for a bar mitzvah and for life. Think well. Do good. Follow in Hashem's ways. Be good people and be good Jews. Boys, never think of tefillin as simply something you have to do in order to check a box. Tefillin, done. Tefillin give you the opportunity every morning to say, I am a Jew. I am part of a chain that began thousands of years ago, and I am continuing it. Life will have easy days and harder days. There will be mornings when you put on tefillin with great excitement. And there will be mornings when you are tired or in a hurry. But especially on those days, remember this: our mitzvot do not depend on our mood. We put on tefillin because we are part of Am Yisrael. Because this is our brit with the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have received a tradition from our ancestors, and we are responsible for passing it on to the next generation. My 6 dear grandchildren, my students, my teachers, each one of you is special. Each of you has your own talents, your own personality, your own dreams, and your own path. But there is something that connects all 6 of you. You are a link in a chain. And as your Sabba, I have been incredibly fortunate to be one small link in that chain. I want you to know how proud I am of you. Not only because you spent a year studying the laws of Tefillin, I'm proud of you because you knew how important it is to spend the year studying together. I'm proud of the questions you asked, of all that you learned. I'm proud of all the homework that you did, and most of all, because of the people you are becoming. Tonight you are receiving a certificate from Sabba. It isn't really a certificate of completion. It is a certificate of beginning. You have finished learning a year with Sabba, and now your chapter begins. May Hashem bless you to wear tefillin throughout your life, throughout your entire life, until 120, and be in love with the mitzvah now and in another 100 years, Be'ezrat Hashem. One last note. You all came together to learn, but you do not know how many phone calls it took to get every evening of learning together. Many. You all came together to learn, but you do not know how much organization it took to make every session happen. A lot. So I want to thank your Abbas, your Tatis, for understanding how important these sessions were to me, and for going out of their way to make sure they happened. And I want to thank Savta, who drove to pick up Itai and Amiyad, and then drove home in the dark. And you know how much Savta does not like to drive in the dark. You would understand it was a big deal. This year's learning was a big project with many people, and I thank them all. Especially, I want to thank Hashem, who has blessed me to see the future. The future is beautiful. The future is full of Torah and Mitzvot. The future is you. And I'm going to give you your certificates now.